What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to our channel. We are coming at you from Kalamata, Greece, and we are here by accident, not on purpose. Either way, we are on mainland Greece. We're going to be taking a drive down the coast back to Athens. We will show you guys the beauty that mainland Greece has to offer, so let's go.
Just like you guys are able to hear, Zay is still a little bit sick. Her voice is not back yet and she's still coughing a little bit. And she also mentioned in the intro that we are not where we're supposed to be. We're in Kalamata, Greece, but we're supposed to be in Kalamata, Greece?
Yeah.
I think that's what it's called. We were heading to see Meteora, which is a really nice place. There's a lot of like mountains there and a monastery complex. It is a UNESCO World Heritage Site, but I kind of was not feeling too well, so I asked Zay to book the accommodation and she booked it in the wrong place.
By accident.
And I actually didn't check or notice anything at all. Even when we got here, I thought we were in the right place, but yeah, when I was trying to research like how far of a drive it is to go to Meteora, I realized that it's 6 hours away from here and we're not in the right place. But wherever she booked it, it's still very beautiful. We got mountains surrounding us, we got the sea, and today we're gonna do a little drive all around and show you guys everything in the area.
I did book this place by accident. I should have done double checking and stuff like that, but I don't know. I was sick at the time when I was booking it too, so maybe my brain just wasn't all there. But I think everything happens for a reason, and while we were here staying the 3 nights that we booked, I was coughing all night, every night, keeping both of us up. So I think even if we were at Meteora and tried to vlog, we would have both been feeling so terrible that we wouldn't have been able to vlog and everything would have been terrible. So maybe this was a good thing that happened. So I'm feeling a little bit better and we're making our way back to Athens because we tried to think if it's a good idea to go to Meteora, and the highway tolls here are insane. Like over the course of 2 or 2.5 hours that we drove here, we paid almost 20 euros in highway tolls, which is insane because we also paid 75 euros in gas plus the car rental, and to drive another 6 hours to Meteora, we would literally be breaking our budget by so much that we couldn't afford to go there. So everything happens for a reason, and I'm happy with how everything worked out.
Also, the accommodation that we were staying at that Zay booked was really beautiful. It's on a hillside and there's a very nice sea view down to the bottom. You guys can tell over here, it is absolutely beautiful, and you can see that there are some olive trees here. It's all surrounded by olive trees, and check out the mountain right there in front of us. This was our view that we had since we stayed here, and right now we're actually going to start driving and we're going to go up that mountain that's behind Zay over here and see the views from up there. So let's go. We drove up about halfway up this mountain, and the views, I mean, you guys check this out right here. It is breathtaking. I'm not even sure if it's coming across on camera, but you can see the town down below us, and there's actually a really nice beach down there. And believe it or not, it is November, like mid-November right now, and people are still in the water swimming. We were taking a walk yesterday with Zay on the beach down there, and we saw people swimming down there. But check out the views. I don't think we're gonna be going any higher at this point because Zay is scared. And this is a nice enough view for us. You guys get the idea as well. So we're just gonna go off to our next destination, something that we want to show you. So let's go. Since we are not where we should be, this video was not as well planned as it should be, but we did look at the map and picked out some beautiful stops along the way. And the next place that we're gonna be going to is a waterfall. Hopefully it's gonna be open. It's about 20 minutes from here. I don't know the name of the waterfall just yet, but we'll pop it up on the screen, and if we figure it out, we'll tell you guys once we get there. But yeah, that's where we are heading right now. It's not too far away, so we'll see you guys there. just like that, about 50 minutes to an hour later, we have made it to the waterfalls. We just parked our car and we're about to hike down to the waterfalls. I did make a mistake earlier. I said it was, I think I said 20 minutes from Kalamata, but it's actually an hour away. So yeah, like I said, not very well planned out today, but it's okay. We can't wait to get to the waterfalls and see how beautiful they look.
Check out the scenery though.
Yes, the scenery right in front of us is also looking incredible. We are on this little path over here and we saw quite a few people, more than we expected, honestly. I mean, I wasn't sure if anyone would be here, but there's a couple other cars here with us. But yeah, I mean, very beautiful scenery ahead of us. One thing that we were not expecting is just how many olive trees we've seen on the drive here. There are tons of olive trees, and not only that, orange trees. I mean, we've seen so many orange trees that it's incredible all over Greece. We actually always joke about wanting to pick one, and we did actually pick one orange the other day. We have not eaten it yet, but yeah, there's a lot of orange trees, something that I honestly didn't know that they grow here. I didn't expect it, but we'll show you guys when we come across one next. But there's a lot of them. As we're walking down the path, we saw some guys coming down here with a car, and they were unloading some serious camera equipment. I think there's some kind of a professional movie shoot going on, or some photo shoot, but there's a whole crew of probably like, I don't know, 10-15 people, and they all have like really professional camera gear. So I'm interested to see what that's all about, and I hope we're still able to go down to the waterfall and check it out.
We have made it to the waterfall. It looks really pretty, and the smell in here is just so fresh. We love it. Also, it's definitely like a movie production going on, so we're gonna try to like hurry it up here so we're not in their way.
The water is so incredibly clear. You can see all the way down to the bottom, and the waterfall is not really as big as I maybe expected, but it's definitely very beautiful and peaceful out here. But check out the beautiful water. Actually, the colors are really nice here. And I think there's a lake as well. There's a sign that I saw pointing towards a lake, so we're gonna go ahead and follow the trail and go to that lake.
We have made it to the beautiful lake. It's not that far from the waterfall, like probably like a 2 or 3 minute hike, and there's actually people swimming in this lake. It's not super huge, but it is super beautiful.
I think that it's so nice to be here right now and see how clear the water is and the beautiful color of the water, as well as the leaves. It is fall right now, and you can see all of the different color leaves all around, as well as in the water right there in the far corner. It just looks very magical, and the air is so fresh. It is so beautiful being here right now.
Now that we've checked out this beautiful waterfall and lake, we're gonna make our way back to the car and head to the next destination.
We definitely broke quite a sweat coming back up, because it is downhill when you're going down and it's very easy, but coming back up is definitely not as easy. But right now we are going to be heading on to our next destination, which is going to be the Corinth Canal, and it's a couple hours from here. Don't quote me on the timing, I didn't even check Google yet, but we're going to be heading that way, and if there's anything interesting along the way, we're going to stop and show you guys that. But as of now, we'll see you at the Corinth Canal. We're almost at our destination, but we pulled over at a rest stop because we wanted to get some coffees, and Zay also had to go to the bathroom. And we want to give a massive shout out to JD. He bought us coffees through our Buy Me a Coffee link. It is down in the description. He bought us quite a few actually, so huge shout out to you, JD. Thank you so much. Those coffees will last us a very, very long time, and you guys all know we love coffees on this channel. So shout out to you, JD. And also, if you want to support us, you can find the link in the description below. There's no need, however, if you don't want to buy us a coffee, it's no problem. Just give us a like, and that means just as much. So thank you so much, and let's get to our destination.
We have made it to Corinth Canal, and this canal has been around since the late 1800s. That's when it was constructed, and technically we're on an island now because they built this on the mainland in between. So this part is separate, and we're technically on an island, which is really cool.
The canal is no longer being used by ships. It's mainly a tourist attraction nowadays, And as you guys can tell, there is bungee jumping right there, which is really interesting. I wish they would be doing that today. But there's also photos over here of the construction of the canal and how they were digging everything up. You guys can tell, very, very cool. And now we're gonna go ahead and take a look at it in person. All right guys, so check this out. I don't even think the camera does this justice. It's actually a lot cooler and a lot more like just huge than what the camera I'm seeing on here, but it's very, very deep. And this right here is an artificial canal, just like you guys saw by those photos. They dug it up and ships used to pass through here so they don't have to take a very long route. But nowadays, the big ships, the big modern ships can't fit through here. But I think there are still ships that pass through occasionally, smaller ones, but this place is really, really cool. To be honest with you guys, there's not a whole lot to do here except if you're planning on doing the bungee jumping, which would be really cool. But other than that, you're just basically looking at it real quick and you're on your way. If you're in the area, you might as well make the pit stop. It's cool, but I wouldn't say that it's necessarily something that you must check out if you're in Greece. But like I said, if you're in Athens or the area, it's a cool spot to check out.
And with that being said, we are gonna head to our hotel, which is near a really nice beach, so we'll show you that too.
Zay mentioned to you guys about the tolls earlier on, how expensive they are or how expensive they can get if you're driving for a while. And we have gone through quite a few of them. We've been keeping all of our receipts. And at the very end, once we do get to our hotel, because I think we're gonna go through a few more tolls on the way there, we're gonna add up the cost and kind of give you guys an idea how much you'd be paying if you're taking the highway for a few hours. I think we've been on the highway for about 2 hours right now. And we have another hour to go to get to our hotel, so 3 hours in total. You can see Zay has all of the receipts over here, and yeah, we'll try and add those up and give you guys an idea at the end.
We're just about to pull up into the town that our Airbnb is at, and since we're done driving on the highway, we wanted to let you guys know that we paid 14 euros and 65 cents in tolls for being on the highway for about like 3 hours, a little over 3 hours, which I think is a little too much, but yeah, that's how much it cost us. We have made it to the beach near our Airbnb, and it is so beautiful. You can hear the sound of the waves. This is called Paralia of Laki, and if you guys were interested, come check it out. It's a little too chilly for us to be swimming, but it's nice to look at it. When we came to Greece, we actually planned on visiting a couple islands, but we didn't do our proper research. Honestly, by the end of this trip, we're kind of feeling burnt out. We're a little exhausted, and when we're sick, we're not really planning anything too in depth. And we didn't know that a lot of the islands actually shut down. They close, or if you try to go to them, there's not gonna be a lot of restaurants open, hotels or Airbnbs, and even the ferries don't run as frequently. So we decided to skip the islands, and mainland Greece, there hasn't really been a lot for us to do, especially with all the highway tolls. We didn't want to pay that much money. So our Greece series is going to be cut really short. Stay tuned for our next video because we have a really big announcement to make. And that's it for today's video. We hope you guys enjoyed everything that we had to show you, even if it wasn't much. Please like the video, comment, and subscribe. We will see you guys in the next one.